Set around the elven rule, The Witcher: Blood Origin takes place 1,200 years before The Witcher world and has become the most anticipated spin-off for the Witcher fandom. Blood Origin is a tale of lost time that will help you pass the long wait before the third season of Henry Cavill's phenomenal Witcher. Did you know Blood Origin has everything you need to know about how the Witchers were created? Let's dive right into the new world of elves. First off, a little about the plot of Blood Origin. Think of Blood Origin as a deep dive into the world before Geralt of Rivia was born. The Netflix series is adapted from the Witcher books that revolve around the gold mines of folklore and the witch's magic, taking place 1,200 years before Geralt's story. Blood Origin is all about the first Witchers created. It tells the tale of the birth of the first Witcher prototype and the mystery behind the merger of the realms, which led to the unification of the worlds of mankind, elves, and monsters, aka the finale of Witcher Season 2. Two warriors from rival clans are featured in this 4-part series. Lenny Henry plays Chief Sage Balor, Joey Batty portrays Jaskier, and Minnie Driver plays Shanaki. Cyan, a combat expert and the last member of her tribe, is played by Michelle Yeoh. The executive producer of this 4-part miniseries, The Witcher: Blood Origin, is Lauren Schmidt Hissrich, while Andrei Sapkowski, the series' original creator, is a consultant for the show. The Netflix show's official synopsis is an exciting introduction to the storyline. You'd know if you've already watched the show. Lawrence O'Fallrain, the Viking, portrays a warrior called Fjarl in The Witcher: Blood Origin. On Twitter, while revealing the cast members, Netflix stated that Fjarl, born into a tribe of warriors, vowed to guard a monarch. He carries a dark wound within as he loses a loved one who was killed in battle attempting to save him. The story follows him as he forges a path of retribution through a chaotic continent. Fjarl finds himself battling with the unlikeliest of allies. Another main character, Cyan, the last of her tribal village of sword elves, is also a troubled character played by Michelle Yeoh, called the Crouching Tiger or the Hidden Dragon in the show. When Cyan is given a chance to recover a sacred sword illegally taken from her tribe, she embarks on a dangerous quest that will alter the continent's course. As impressive as it sounds, this plot is even more thrilling in the series when you see these incredible actors doing their best. Before releasing the show in 2021, the show's producer shared a video related to the pre-production stage of the series, but the videotape didn't provide fans with any new details to work with. Instead, they got a quick glimpse of the series' COVID-proofed table read before Dabara showed a fake eel and claimed that the show was being taped in Iceland. Dabara hinted that the beasts on the show would be created using real effects, but he said this, making so many jokes and sarcastic comments that it was difficult to know whether he was being serious or not. Don't go anywhere because we have yet to share the exciting behind-the-scenes stories of the cast. Moving on, the Elven Princess shares behind-the-scenes insights into the show. Before the Netflix premiere of the series, BTTV spoke with Scottish rising star Mirren Mack, who portrays Elf Princess Merwin, to get some production insider information. The interviewer asked how scary it is to enter the Witcher world, to which she exclaimed, "Gosh, really intimidating." She was so afraid that she had to laugh out loud to be polite. Nevertheless, she was happy with the role. The media person also asked if The Witcher was something she enjoyed. She said that she liked fantasy and adored the Witcher universe. She was in awe to be playing an elven princess. Her response to the role was, "Are you sure?" Because it was so unbelievable to be doing the stuff that made fantasies come true. Naturally, there was pressure, but she wanted to continue the love that the existing fans and the newcomers had for The Witcher and raise it even higher. "I would want to embrace it," she said. In her opinion, Blood Origin would succeed for the fans and the people. What best describes Merwin? Very excitingly, she said that Merwin had such a diverse color palette. Many different things were happening to her, both beautiful and ugly. Merwin is royalty, born into a patriarchal kingdom, and has spent her whole existence in her brother's shadow. Many others saw her as a piece to be played with and married off, but she has spent her whole life seeking comfort in novels, history, and the intricacy of the elvenkind's tapestry. She thinks she can help and rescue the world by having a message to share and a means to communicate it. Already excited to see Merwin in the series, aren't you? And now, how The Witcher Blood Origin came to life with its director and stars. Because a brand new Witcher series is returning to our screens on Christmas 2022, it's time to toss a penny into your Netflix membership. The Witcher Blood Origin is unlike any other Witcher series, so you better put away images of a particular white-haired hero slicing down creatures with a flick of his blade. This tale of elves, blood, and the conjunction of the spheres, the upheaval that transported demons and humans to an elf and dwarves world, takes place 1,200 years before Geralt of Rivia first appears. The entire show was actually planned out in The Witcher's workroom during a brainstorming session created by superfan and original Witcher Netflix series writer Declan DeBarra. DeBarra described how the team used hints in Andrzej Sapkowski's original Witcher books to develop a whiteboard depicting how the conjunction of the realms would have occurred and how the world might have looked like in the past. DeBarra was prepared to lead Blood Origin when the call came. He simply sat in a cafe and wrote it down on a napkin. After saying, "Hell yeah," he told EW, he said that it is never actually this effortless. It usually takes weeks and months, countless sheets of paper, tears, gritting teeth, and ripping your skin off. Moving on, DeBarra says the prequel has its own spirit. As the elven realms of Priscia and Zintria sink into chaos, Lawrence O'Farrane and Sophia Brown play the two heroes, Fionn and Ile, elves from separate clans called Dog and Raven. The end result is a quick trip through a ton of Witcher legend, including the genesis of the first Witcher and the ancestry of a few important characters whose identities we cannot tell to avoid giving away any spoilers. Trust us, you want to watch the show yourself. It's a lot to cover in a 4-episode miniseries, but both actors have been raving about the universe DeBarra has made. O'Farrane was happy to say that while being based in the Witcher universe, the show is very much its own thing and has its own soul. Although it's just briefly mentioned in the novels, Declan was able to build on it and give his own unique touch. "We kind of made it our own," O'Farrane said. DeBarra mentions that the planet in Blood Origin is more highly evolved than the present Witcher realm, but has its own problems. He told EW that while the Blood Origin universe was more enlightened in a peculiar manner, it still had issues. A massive socioeconomic division exists in the series. People must not switch from one class to another because there are highborn and lowborn. That is how they treat the dwarfs. And it is a sort of racism and speciesism. It certainly could be a better society, DeBarra said. The show's epic battle scenes are just like The Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, but Brown claims that's all the similarity there is. And because the Witcher universe is so complicated and spectacular within itself, people adore it. Next up, the cast had quite a journey behind the sets. O'Farrane revealed that he played The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt on the PlayStation about 3 times, and both he and Brown are fans of the original show. Despite this, both men still appear to be in awe at how they were cast in these roles. Fionn and Ile are both experienced fighters in the show, so the actors who never had this experience in real life had to put in extra effort to prepare, especially as O'Farrane explains, making the characters look as genuine and complex as possible was tough. O'Farrane said they had to prepare a lot. They had a boot camp where they learned how to fight with weapons and ride horses. In his own words, it seemed never-ending to them. They learned enough to be well prepared, so stepping into the Witcher world could be easy. Brown frequently left the set wearing her outfit because the Witcher universe was so all-encompassing that she forgot what she was wearing. She once walked to a post box during a lunch break and noticed that someone was giving her strange stares. She thought that perhaps no one had noticed her or they mistook her for someone new to the neighborhood. But as it turns out, she was clueless that she was wearing those pointed elf ears. O'Farrane and Brown play the lead characters in Blood Origin, but they are reinforced by an all-star and supporting talent that includes Minnie Driver, Lenny Henry, who, of all people, portrays a wicked druid, and Michelle Rodriguez as Cyan. In an interview, Fionn and Ile were drooling over her for her role as Cyan, a Ghost Clan swordmaster who teams up with them. Brown said that it It was incredible to be able to draw on her pool of information. She truly mentored them silently as artists and also with their roles. She was, therefore, precisely what they believed they needed, and she handled it all with such calmness and ease. I feel honored to be alongside her in a film, Brown said, with a fangirling expression. Although 2022 has proven to be a successful year for fantasy, House of the Dragon and The Rings of Power were released within a few weeks of one another. The Witcher: Blood Origin has a place in an already crowded market because fans are all over the new release. If you liked the video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more exciting content. Goodbye for now.